Good day. Welcome. This is Newsmakers, a production of the Rock County Civics Academy. It's the opportunity for you to get to know the people in the news, the people behind the scenes, and the people up front who make a difference in the quality of life we enjoy here in Rock County. And today I'd like to welcome into the studio District 20 Representative, Rock County Board of Supervisors, Chris Cullen. Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you with us.
Great to be here.
You are from the Rock County Board of Supervisors, and these are sort of educational things, so I'm going to hit some real basics. There's 29 members of the county board. You've got District 20. Where is District 20?
The biggest landmark that is in my district would be the Janesville Country Club, so it's on the west side of town.
You pick up the west side of town, and essentially the town of Janesville.
Yes.
As opposed to the city of Janesville,
at least half of it. I can get into the details of the actual boundaries if you want me to, but it's basically the west side.
Well, and you've been there long enough. You're on your fourth year. 2 terms?
In my fourth year, second year, second term. They're 2-year terms, and yes.
And so you're going to have a decision to make sometime here later on in the fall, but we'll come back to that here a little bit later on. The county board is the policymaker, the budget-setting entity, the organization that provides the leadership for Rock County government.
Even more than that, it's the administrative arm for the state. Mm-hmm. The state passes statutes that the counties have to follow. The county's the one that has to administer that. Sometimes they get money for doing it, sometimes they don't, and they have to come up with it. So.
Yeah. Well, and you do everything from you're the register of deeds and the collector of taxes to you guys record on the other end of the spectrum death certificates, you get birth certificates in between, you've got a law enforcement group, you've got a health department. It's probably the broadest sweeping set of responsibilities in any local unit of government you can find.
It's going to impact your life more than any other unit of government because it's the airport, the library, the judicial system, child services, health department, anything you can think of, country roads.
And you even have the courts in there. You even have the courts in there.
The courts in there, snow plowing, maintenance of the roads, maintaining the roads, obviously the sheriff's department and all the stuff they have to handle. So every aspect of local government, we're involved in it in some way, shape, or form, or only an arm's distance away.
Because it is such a broad sweep in terms of topical areas of responsibility, you have a large board. You've got 29 members, and you're driven by a committee structure.
Yes.
Talk about the committee structure and how that works.
Once you're elected to the board, you've got, I wish I knew how many actual committees we have. There's major committees and subcommittees. Major committees usually meet twice a month. Major committees would be the Finance Committee, the Facilities or General Services Committee, Health Department, that type of thing.
Human Services Board,
Human Services,
Public Safety and Justice, Finance, County Board staff.
Yes, Rockhaven. Mm-hmm. Then I'm a member of WACUTA, is one of the committees that I serve. They have one Rock County representative, which is the Wisconsin County Utility Tax Association. Okay. I go to Madison once a quarter to meet there. I'm on the Transportation Committee, meets once a quarter. So there's secondary committees, but everything's done by committee. And I'll leave it at that until you ask me the next question.
Well, and because everything is done at committee, then when the county board meets as a whole twice a month.
Twice a month.
I suppose things can be kind of anticlimactic. Or it can go the opposite direction, obviously.
Yes, it comes, the committee, most everything else. I'll speak to the General Services Committee because I've been on that for 2 terms. I enjoy it. It's, there's 50-some facilities that we oversee in the county, different buildings, from a salt shed to the courthouse. And something will come into the committee, we have to approve it if it's over a certain dollar amount, and then it'll go to the board. And the board typically kind of rubber stamps it or follows the committee's lead because the committee's asked the questions, done the research, done their homework, and usually have asked the hard questions, but then there's certain topics that will just blow up on you that you can't see coming, whether it's financial restrictions or just different issues that you just don't know what's going to go. But typically, 80% of the time we follow the committee's recommendation.
And it's in part by necessity, because you have such a broad sweep of responsibilities. And I like to characterize county government in this fashion. If you take the general fund budgets for every other municipality in Rock County, you add them all together, you have a spending amount that is less in sheer dollars than what the county of Rock spends in the course of a given year.
Yes.
It's a huge responsibility, and yet it seems to be kind of the mystery level of government in the county.
I'll speak from my own experience, and until I decided to run, I knew nothing about county government, and one of my better friends was a county supervisor, the one that talked me into taking the position, and it was a way of giving back. But I knew very little about county government, and when I walk away with this, it'll be what I've learned, it'll be the biggest benefit that I've got. How we operate, how important it is, how technically boring it is or even should be, but it touches every aspect of your life.
I think the other characterization for most elected positions at the local level, 95% of what you do is routine, generally mundane. It's sort of pro forma. It's the ongoing operations. It's that 5% or so of the time that you hit somebody's hot button and you have a controversial issue come forward and gets everybody's attention. And I'm going to speculate that happens at both the committee level and at the level of the county board as a whole.
Yes. 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 That's the simple answer. I missed a thought there that I was going to come with it.
Well, let me shift gears ever so slightly. You indicated that until you decided to run for the office, you didn't really spend a lot of time up to that point being a student of what county government is all about. What are the biggest surprises that you found as you got into that broad responsibility area that's fulfilled by being a member of the Rock County Board?
Surprises is how complex it is, how involved in every aspect of the county it is, how many good people there are that are serving the county. They're sincere, they're typically hardworking, and they have the county's best interest in mind. Those were things I just never thought about. You just, the road's plowed in the wintertime, you're able to go down it, and you don't even know you don't know anything about it until you might have to call somebody to fix your mail sign or your fire number. So
it's amazing because it is truly a mystery.
Right.
For so many people, you associate with the fact that it's that big courthouse thing up at the top of the hill.
Right.
But unless you've had business there, you really have no reason to get any more familiar with it than the fact that it's at the top of Courthouse Hill.
Right.
What caused you to get involved?
Born and raised in Janesville, been here my whole life, and I appreciate what Janesville is, and for that matter, what Rock County is. I retired 5 years ago. I've always had in the back of my mind that there was some way giving back to the town, Janesville, and obviously it's inside Rock County. And this was the path of least resistance to give back. My predecessor, Bob Yeomans, served for 3 terms. He always ran unopposed. So basically, all I had to do was get the minimum number of qualified signatures in my district.
Which is not that many.
50.
Yeah.
I think I got 58 signatures. And I've run unopposed. I'm still looking for the 8 people that voted against me, but ran unopposed, and it's been very beneficial. It's been very educational to me. I hope I've done some good for the county, and you always try to do what's right, but I've probably gotten more than I've given.
Yeah.
From an education standpoint.
It's an interesting role because unlike being a member of the city council in Janesville, where there's 7 members and you're elected at large, which means you don't have a ward or a district that you're in, you don't have a very unique geographic area that you're representing. On the county board, on the other hand, there's 29 of you, and each of you have a geographic area that you're responsible for.
Yeah, they try to do it so the population in each district is about the same. So we all share the responsibility, but it's...
How do you keep your thought process, even though you've got a geographic area and a specific population you're accountable to, you have to focus, I guess, on the big picture of county as a whole in your decisions?
Absolutely.
And how do you do that?
What do I feel from my experience is best for the county? It's not like I'm inundated with county calls or emails from my district, so people don't pay that much attention to county government. They're not that aware of it. They're probably concerned about it. Doesn't mean they're going to take action. So you just, based on my experiences, I try to do what's right for the county, and it's a balancing act, but that's government in itself.
How many hours a week does it take to be a well-prepared member and an activist member of the county board?
Less than 10.
Okay.
You could do it, less than 10. You could easily make it 40 if you wanted to, if you wanted to dig deep into the weeds. And that's an individual choice.
If somebody is out there contemplating a possible run to become a member of the board, what's your best advice to them in terms of preparing themselves for that role?
Talk to somebody such as yourself. If they're looking for the county board, talk to their county supervisor. Find out who their go to Rock County's website, find out what district you're in, and talk to your county supervisor, and ask them questions just like you're asking me. Why'd you run? What have you benefited from it? You're going to do it again. What have you learned? And just pick their brain.
In about 30 seconds, tell me, has it been a great experience for you and something that you would highly recommend people pursue?
Yes.
And why?
Because our country needs people involved. It's a simple thing. You have to appreciate this country. We govern ourselves. It starts at the local level. And that's kind of why I did it. It's a way of giving back. And that's what makes this country great, is we we oversee ourselves.
Yeah, which is a unique feature of this republic that we reside.
Right.
And it speaks to the issue of how important it is to become informed and get involved and truly make a difference. And Chris Cullen, you're making a difference, so thank you for all that you do.
Oh, I'm happy to help. I hope I'm making a positive difference.
You are making a positive difference, believe me. Our guest has been Chris Cullen, District 20, Rock County Board of Supervisors. Chris has been on the board now, and he's in year 4. He's got a big decision to make here in the next few months, if he chooses to run again or not. And that's something that I'll work on him to admit at some point in time down the road. In the meantime, it's your opportunity when we do these newsmakers to get to know people in the news a little bit better. They make a difference in the quality of life you enjoy here in Rock County. Join us again each week when we bring another newsmaker to life here on Newsmakers, a product of Rock County Civics Academy. Have a great day.